Welcome to Dave Tech. I'm Dave, and let's talk about why we need the headphone jack in 2018 and beyond. Ever since Apple removed the headphone jack from the iPhone 7 lineup, people have been wanting them to remove the headphone jack from all their devices, not just the iPhone. I'm going to teach you something. There's something called latency. Google defines latency as the delay before a transfer of data begins following an instruction for its transfer. One way to combat this issue is to delay video during video playback. This way it gives time for the audio and the video to sync. That's fine, as long as you're working with linear video. That's the key. The device knows what the next frame of video is and what the next moment of audio is. So it's very easy for it to calculate how long it should delay the video for. But when it comes to video editors and audio mixers, this is where you run into a huge problem with latency. There's no getting around it. Even gaming has an issue with latency. There's controller latency, but that's mitigated because it's such small amount of data going through such a wide bandwidth. When a video editor or an audio mixer is editing and mixing, well, that's redundant. They're popping around the timeline in a non-linear fashion. They could be here one moment, the other moment they have to check this here, check that there. There's no way for the computer to know and keep up with what a person is doing at any given moment. It can guess, but then you leave it there for a moment, the computer's going to calculate. Okay, now you move it over there, then it has to recalculate. Even with the fastest computers and the most advanced wireless technology, you're going to run into problems when you're working in a non-linear fashion with modern video editing on computers and audio mixing on computers as well. There's no way to get around this latency issue. And that's why you can't really get rid of a physical connection to a device. I honestly don't care what the connection is. It can be a phono jack. It can be a USB-C or a lightning connector. I don't care. And I don't think a lot of people do. It's just that we also need a really good DAC built into the headphones. But the thing is, though, we need some sort of connection. Like, if you're going to really do professional video editing and audio mixing, at any point, an editor is going to have to mix some sort of audio, and you're going to want to hear it. You're going to have to see if it's got some noise in the background that you can take out, or a little hiss there or something, or if a fluorescent light is on. You have to know how to fix that, and if you need to do ADR or something like that, you have to hear it. Listening to audio on speakers isn't enough. That's why we need a wired connection to headphones. I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of movies, short films, student films, whatever, in my time, and I sound like a really old person. I'm really not. Anyhow, they show up on the big screen. It looks fantastic. The videography is amazing. The editing's great. The one problem is this person has a hiss on their channel. This person doesn't, and it cuts back and forth in between each shot, or even overlays because they're having a conversation. It sounds terrible. You can tell someone didn't use headphones because you can't really hear a hiss on something that's not next to your ear. That's why we have headphones. And to be nice to people around you, to listen to their whatever they're listening to. Thank God Motorola doesn't make those beep beep. Hey, how's it going? Okay. You hear everybody's conversation. So I say to those out there that declare the wireless revolution needs to begin. It has begun. It's been there. I've been using wireless headphones. I use it all the time. I have a pair of Beats X I use all the time. I enjoy it. It's great. But it's only good for consumption, not creation. Even right now, I'm wearing wired headphones while editing this project on my iPad. So if you're not consuming and you're creating, wireless isn't going to be, So if you want, like, this iPad Pro to be, the computer of the future, you got to leave in a headphone jack or go with the lightning or something. It's got to have a physical connection. Doesn't make any difference. It could be 1,000 years from now. You're still going to have someone plugged in and doing audio mixing. As long as we're doing audio mixing 1,000 years in the future, that'd be interesting. What would that be like? I'll leave you with this. The only thing I'm truly, truly grateful for with wireless headphones is that the wires aren't tangled anymore. And I don't have to deal with that. Because every single time